Not very often you'll see two 87 one-ton K30 factory trucks sitting side by side. The black one here does have the newer front end. 87 would have had the black and gray front end. One of these trucks is going down, one of these trucks is going up. But for those that love watching to kind of learn a little bit more about these trucks, K30 is more than just an emblem that a lot of people throw on the side of the truck. The K30 would have had a bigger frame, bigger axles. The easy way to tell is to see the kingpin where it's a bolt-on axle on these trucks. That's kind of a dead giveaway. Though people do put the heavy-duty axles under half-ton trucks. We do it all the time. There's nothing wrong with it. And the rear springs. And this is a beautiful example of what one would look like underneath. Not that this one isn't, but it hasn't been cleaned up underneath or any extra paint or anything crazy. This one's actually getting lowered to be very user specific to one of our customers that purchased earlier in the year a very similar truck, but in a 70s model, and loves it. And now he's duplicating a daily driver 1-ton design that he wants. So this truck will go into 4 inches, 33s, custom exhaust from front to back. Make sure all the drive shafts match up properly and work properly. Clean up a bunch of this stuff underneath where the lift kit's been put on, put it back kind of normal. It does have the thinned aluminum differential covers. And there's some other little differences on these trucks versus the others too, that we can get into one day. Matter of fact, we've got a cabin chassis coming in, which will be a really good one to show you guys a lot of stuff on here in the near future. Also go get power steps on this one. Well, here comes another goodie. Actually finally making its way, as we keep saying, to the shop. Hey, AJ. This bad boy is getting ready to be on 40-inch boggers, 12-inch lift, Davis Off-Road 2.0 package. This truck has already spent the time with Kenny to be gone over under the hood. That's a big block. Got the serpentine belt system, all new AC system, all the interior gone through, everything pulled apart, greased, lubed, adjusted, and now it's going to get the power steps, the steering, the track bar, and all the other goodies added to it. We've been promising it's going to make it up here. It finally did make it up here. Back to these. So 87 being the last year of the square body. This is the last year also, or the only year, that the 454 was TBI in the pickup version, not a cabin chassis, not a dually. So lots of changes took place between 88, 89, 90, and 91. But TBI fuel injection came back in the 87 truck with the 454, even though the 454 was available carbureted. It came back as throttle body injection, TBI, fuel injection. What else is a little bit different there? Of course, both long beds. Could not get a short bed in a 1-ton. Whole lot of myths and other things, but we can dispel most of those. You see some that did have the tailgate lights, some that did not. Both of these have the Silverado trim. This one sitting with the Blazer bumper, step bumper. Some people like one, some people like the other. Look at the top of the bed of this truck. Now we're gonna spray a liner. I know you guys are gonna say, don't do it. And the customer hasn't made the exact decision yet, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna spray the liner over the rail. Look how perfect the top rails are on this truck. But again, he's gonna use it. I know you guys, some of you think that's sacrilegious to take a truck like this and use it. It's also getting a gooseneck in the bed, a fresh spray and bed liner, the steps, the lift kit change, a few other things. And I know we showed inside this truck the other day, but really, really cool, clean truck. Power steps are gonna be nice. Pet peeve. Oh boy, you put a LED light bulb, whoop-de-doo. Well, it's got an LED light bulb. Also has a factory tack. Also has cold AC. And they're gonna start on this one. The man said, I'll take it. And glad to see it go to him because he is a repeat buyer. He was very patient and understanding with the last truck, and a few things were a problem. We did not get the wheels and tires in time like we were supposed to. This truck's gonna run a little bit more seamless on getting everything ready for him. And he's like, JW, I know you can sell it to anybody, and these trucks sell themselves. Yes, it could have sold to anybody, any single person that wanted to wire the money, but we love our repeat buyers. We love customers that we call already part of the family because they know how we're gonna do things. They don't have any doubts. This truck's gonna be in great hands. The one beside it, just to give you guys a little update, that's going on 12 inches. 12 inch, 2.0 Davis off-road kit, Fox shocks, steering, track bar, power steps also, and then we're gonna decide on tires and wheels. Not quite decided on tires and wheels on that truck yet, but it is getting the 2.0 package and also a beautiful, 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 I mean beautiful truck. It's got his checklist in there also to check off. Changing out the steering wheel, possibly changing out the gauges. We got to still verify the wiring on that, but definitely getting a more OE steering wheel. But look at this truck, guys. Reflection in the frame. That's the frame. Look at that reflection. You can see the truck beside it. What a beautiful freaking truck. This man's excited. He literally said last text, he's like, man, I'm so excited. We're just excited for him too. Look at it. Just look at this truck. What a great piece. So 287 square body, 1 tons, sitting side by side. Red and white truck back over there, also getting some finishing touches. That truck is sold, doing steps and a couple other little punch list items so it can go to its new home. That truck's staying fairly local, Northern Virginia or Maryland, I believe. Calvin cleaned up the boneyard. Grass was out of control. That is some of our donor parts trucks that we always talk about, a small portion of them. And wrapping up a couple things in the shop. This truck I told you guys was going back Grandpa original, down to the GMC hubcaps, VF Goodrich all-terrain white letter tires. This truck got the roof painted, new trim on it, side steps, air conditioning system. Those are the other hubcaps. Going to wire the bed to work with the gooseneck ball. This truck got a retro AC system, a replacement dash while it was all apart, a retro Bluetooth stereo, tune-up, several other service items. I think we're almost done on this checklist of this 3/4 ton Sierra Classic 2500. Throw those hubcaps on the front. Getting very close anyway. We'll try to knock the wiring out. But also, what a good looking truck. Very straight, clean, square body. Going to be used basically on a farm. This man's a beef farmer. Oh, spray and bed liner over the rail, just so you guys see what we're talking about on that. Oh, exhaust. Full custom exhaust. Front to back, turned out the sides, and actually cut the tips like they should be cut. Nice fresh shocks under here. So wrapping up that one pretty closely too. So coming along really good. And some parts on the pallet for this truck. Coming out, new stuff going in. And Daniel is actively getting parts shipped out, strapped, palleted, and off to you guys. My ride is here. See you guys shortly. So while we're up here sweating our gonads off, this is gonna be a cool truck. It's actually one of our very close friends. Would not usually take in this project, but he's patient. He's a good friend. He's a good customer. But you guys are not gonna believe what that's gonna look like and what's going under the hood. So that's getting 4-wheel drive converted It's a crew cab short bed. Of course, you guys know they didn't make it. The guy actually did this truck and patinaed the bed to match the patina of the truck. You talking about some effort to make something look worse? That was some daggone big effort, but he did a good job. Check that out. Just let that soak in. That's a crew cab short bed. It's going to be lifted 2.0 package, 40s, 16 wides, Davis off-road wheel steps, steering, track bar, but also a GM 632. Performance motor under the hood, just like the red OBS. That thing is going to be a monster. You guys also know, very fond of my man Binky, that has the world's best collection of three-wheelers and four-wheelers. Long-term customer of ours. There's his brand new 2025 that just rolled in, and we pushed a little quick to get it in and out for him because he is headed to Preston. Preston is the guy with the amazing Honda collection that you guys have probably found on YouTube at some point in time. But he's headed to his Trike Fest party this weekend. So he got a BDS with Fox shocks, tubular arms. He likes his trucks with the narrow tire and wheel look. You guys always see us with the big tire and wheel look. There's your narrow tire and wheel look. He's running a 1350 on the factory wheel. Alignment's done, installation's done. He asked Daniel to get the replacement pieces because he did not like the bed step. So it's going to have what they call a bed delete, where it's going to have a panel there, and those had to be painted. So they're getting painted currently. And he is going to be able to go and have a good time with all the three-wheeler friends. So the Tapscott boys, long-term customers, hopefully long-term customers forever, because those guys, we love them. And since he was coming this way, I'd already bought and paid for this, but he brought me some other goodies. Oh, can't show you what that is, but Mr. Mike Palmgren, thank you, sir. I finally have my parts in my hand. Mike Palmgren, Vintage Motorsports, the man for the OE parts and pieces. And also, well, y'all already saw it, patrol, police. Tell you about that later. Crew cab, and my Chariot is here, and we'll keep these guys from waiting. They got running to do. Be back. All right, made my way across the street, dropping some parts off. Before this Kodiak leaves, I wanted to catch one more little glimpse of this thing. What a cool freaking truck. Now this customer flew in, he was a pilot from Washington with this truck in mind. But we were very clear on the phone before he traveled. The thing is big, it drives terrible. We really would like you to come. He says, no problem for me to come check it out. I'm a pilot. I said, no problem. Pick up at the airport, whatever we need to do. If I remember correctly, he didn't even have us pick him up. I think he showed up in a Uber or a rental, and he drove it. Now, this truck was 6 inches taller of suspension lift and 6 inches taller of tire. And the tire was all the way in here and all the way out here before. It was twice, if not 3 times the width of these tires. That's why I drove like crap. Nothing was wore out. Suspension was fine. It was blocks. So we took the blocks out, adjusted the suspension. We did end up replacing the drag link because it was an original one and the boots were kind of worn. These tires and wheels made all the difference in the world. Now he could still dually the back if he wants to, but he likes the single rear wheel look. It's still a beast of a truck. Right here, what's covered up with duct tape, most people didn't understand. They thought something was broken when they saw this on the lot. There was a big mirror here, big tractor trailer style mirror stuck out right here. And those are the little small van mirrors. So somebody years ago took these off. Well, we have got those coming, or he's got those coming to put back on here. So that won't be duct tape. The big tires also broke the fender. The other side, I think, has a piece of tape right here. He's gonna take care of that. But he's gonna off-road grid camp with this unit. It's gonna have a slide-in camper. The exhaust is gonna be changed. He's gonna figure all that out on his own. But while it was here, TJ and him basically became friends because TJ's also a very avid aviation guy. And he had injectors replaced, pumps replaced, a fast fuel system put on this truck. Shout out to Fast. I talked to the guys at Fast the other day about a 6-door project situation. For any of you that follow Fast, you already heard about it. So trying to help them guys out with that. It got air horns. It got quite a few other things. Daniel and Brian worked on it back and forth also. What a cool truck. Super solid. Extremely low miles. Got the big steps to walk on as a platform. And he's going to be able to off-grid camp. What does off-grid camp mean? That means go down paths and off the beaten path. Oh, it also got new calipers all the way around and brakes. And be able to go to places that most people never get a chance to explore. And before I forget, Squarebody. Supposed to have left yesterday. Transporter got delayed. Hoping they show up anytime now. That's going to Texas. 3500 series 87. Matter of fact, if we would have got that next to the other two, that would have been 3 87 one-ton trucks in the same spot at the same time. That's pretty unheard of in itself. But anyway, just wanted to capture this Kodiak. What a cool truck. Could have done a whole video about this. Matter of fact, I'll get with TJ. TJ was texting and emailing and sending videos with the customer. So I'll get with TJ. Maybe we'll stitch all those together. Just showing the process while the injectors were out, while the fuel system was apart, and all the other, I know I'm forgetting some things, calipers and other stuff. Got a slow leak on the Davis Drives mega truck. Calvin's pumping the tire up. Takes a little while to pump up them big boys. What else we got? Oh, a couple step sides. I brought you guys several new arrivals the other day. I told AJ today when he backs everything in, please put these beside each other, because I think we've got 4 steps, at least 3, maybe 4 step sides. We got the Monty Trucklow over there. The topless Blazer is back. That's going to be in the showroom. That's been up on the rack stuck because the lifts are broken. So that'll be back in the showroom to where we can walk around it. The 80 two-wheel drive K5. We've had some deals bouncing back and forth on that. But in all honesty, this truck might be going to get a four-wheel drive conversion, because I happen to have sourced a really cool four-wheel drive chassis. But for now, it's still available. And it's a neat truck. It's on air. There's a compressor. You don't see many two-wheel drives with us. You don't see many 80s. An 80's rare in itself. But that might be a fun one for somebody, like it is, before we mess with it too much. Project 1.0 or Experiment 1.0. Got a couple more little tie downs put in the bed, so my man can tow, haul, or do whatever he wants to do. Also found this really nice, pretty darn mint condition 70s model inner fender. Got to put that up on the shelf. We'll use that for a project soon. That is a factory, not a aftermarket inner fender. Talk about hard to find. You can throw that on the shelf. And this man will swap out for his 3+3 soon, so we can go over the little punch list on that for him. So that is working out pretty good. Blazer, Christian will have online later today. Christian is running very behind. He said, JW, do you realize I came in and I had 10, oh yeah, we do have another step side. That is it. And the brown one. Different body style, but step side also. He said, do you know I got 10 trucks to take pictures of and put online? I said, yeah, you don't have them all on your sheet. That's just the ones I thought about this morning. So you guys want to know the flow of stuff coming and going around here. Sometimes it is nuts. I did say yesterday in the video, but I don't know what platform it got put on, but I am going to sell Bidzilla. I am going to offer Bidzilla. It's not crazy that it goes away, but it is taking up space. I don't think we're going to really use it like we had planned on. Our original plan was 4x4 conversion. The diesel motor under the hood, the Cat diesel, runs phenomenal. When I say phenomenal, it's phenomenal. It starts, runs, dependable as it can be, and I'm pretty sure the AC works. But long 10-foot bed, long foot, we call it Bidzilla. I just don't know that we're going to have the time to dedicate to play with it as much. This right here kind of did what it needed to do for us to have an extra cool vehicle that we can actually take to shows and events. Hauling this is just as hard as hauling this. This is more our style, obviously. But we never even did our video of how many three-wheelers can you put in the back of Bidzilla. We still need to do that. And it's still a lot of fun to come with it. It's not a big deal whether it sells or not, but if somebody out there really had a inkling, and when we first posted, a lot of people were like, sale, for sale, for sale. We said, no, 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 no. But, you know, it's hard to part with something that we like so much. The shop, Brian and Daniel and Johnny and Jake did the front end, did the upgraded lights, did everything that we did on the front of the Suburban, the 10-door Suburban. So that turned out good. We fixed all the little creature comfort items on the inside. We serviced it. We went over everything. We did some cool burnouts with it. We did make some videos. Some videos haven't even posted yet. But with Grimace, the 10-door, this, and our SEMA build, we don't really have the space to keep them. And I like those trucks to be in a certain building we have, which is heated and cooled, and it's off-site, and 4 trucks fit. That's all. So those 4 trucks, our plan is to have ready to go to shows. We are not going to the Pennsylvania show. A lot of people keep asking. We are not going to that show this weekend. Unfortunately, Bloomsburg, we're still playing catch-up. Both myself and Daniel playing major catch-up. Brian and Johnny in the shop, and Jake still playing catch-up on the work side of things. So we are not going to that show this weekend. We would love to, but thanks for the support. Thanks for so many people saying we wish you guys were coming. And we will make it. It was the Carlisle show. We will make it, just not this year. We're going to scatter our shows around next year. We've already had a lot of the show orchestrators reach out to us to offer space, booths, at no charge, which is amazing. That is super. So thank you guys that have reached out. And we are going to go through our list, and we are going to pick which ones we'll be able to go to. And we will update you guys on that because we love showing up. We loved being there. We loved having people stop by and see us, whether it was to look at product, whether it was to buy a t-shirt, or whether it was just to shake a hand and say, hey, I watch you guys every day. Somebody asked about the Country Squire. I don't know why I bought that. That was a 11 o'clock at night impulse buy, but it does run and drive good, and AJ likes it a lot. The new fan is working amazing. It's the first time I've been on this side of it. It is blowing some good air. Rusty. The Ram Charger. Yep. Yes, still for sale. I just had to think back real quick. I know we took a deposit on the other Dodge old school truck, not the gas one, but the diesel one, but this one's still available. AJ's getting this out so I can drive it this weekend. And my man came and kissed and hugged and loved on his 87 yesterday. But Daniel's got to put the tires and wheels on it. And then we can drop it off. You'll notice the red and white, I think it's in this video, the red and white truck did leave out. The Crew Cab 3+3 2.0 package install underway. It's been a busy day, guys. And I neglect talking about the bread and butter of our business, these commercial trucks, these bucket trucks, these rollbacks. So forgive me, because a lot of you guys started following us on our tow truck adventures as far as going all over the country and buying tow trucks and delivering tow trucks. We've got some amazing records, so you guys are still with us. I think we lost a lot of those followers because we weren't doing daily videos about towing anymore, showing you how to tow and showing you what to do to tow. But we have some great tow trucks. Like, look at this, a 5500 4x4 Ram, twin line. Another Snatch Auto Grip over here. Crew cab. Loaded. I think this is a Laramie with a Vulcan. Oh, it's over there. We've got 2 Ford crew cab Lariats over there. Hang tight, I'll show you those. I won't want you to miss them. American flag flying beautifully. Lowered down square body. That turned out great. I just drove that truck myself to up the street to the store. That LS is freaking monster. Sounds good, runs good. Set the suspension up really soft. A lot of people are like, how do you do that? Well, it's got a combination of spring and hangers. We let the customer kind of have the decision, but we had an idea of how it was going to work. And daggone if it didn't work well. Really well. Also don't want to forget the normal bread and butter. That's the other Ram there too that is available. Nice truck for you Ram guys. Not rusty either. Very solid. And a big old LTD came in. And a cheap square body. But here's another one. This is a Lariat 2022 550 4x4. I have its twin brother in red. Identical truck in red. Single line. Auto grip snatch on the back. Perfect repo truck or just recovery truck. Both have dollies. I think the other one actually even has a set of skates. The inexpensive Excursion. What else we got fun over here for y'all? Blue square body. Alvin washed it off. Christian's about to photograph it. Beautiful truck. We tamed down the rear end so it actually drives proper now. We put it on 40-inch boggers instead of the 38s. It's on 12-inch Mickey Thompson. It's got a built small block. It's got Davis off-road track bar. It's got crossover steering. It's got Davis off-road power steps. Sounds amazing. One of our most viral videos of that truck in its sound. The red and white one topped it, but for a long time, this blue truck sitting there camming. 1-ton axles, Dana 60, 14-bolt, disc brake in the back with traction bars. That's a rowdy little small block under the hood of that truck. All right, I think that's all the fun for now. Parts delivery. Whole freaking vehicle full of parts. I told Daniel, went on a little bit of an eBay rant the other night, ordering a bunch of NOS stuff for square bodies and pieces and parts for other trucks. Now I guess the orders are coming in. And there is Trista coming back from DMV. We can't see you in there. The windows are too dark. How did DMV go?
Took forever.
Took forever to get it all done? Yeah. All right. Nobody likes DMV, including Trista. Mom has got her now to go instead of mom having to go. But thankfully, they take care of us over there. They don't give us much of a problem. We actually go to the dealer facility. So it's not as bad as you having to sit at your local one. But let me help this guy unload these boxes. Are you finally digging out from under everything, Christian?
I'm doing my best.
How much stuff did you have on your desk when you came back?
I had 2 pages that look like this. This is the second one. Oh, hold on. Here you go. Had all that. I had
Front and back.
I had shirts here, invoices here, stack of stuff here.
So show you guys where our priorities are. Christian did have shirts stacked up there. The first thing he did was ship shirts instead of doing paperwork for several trucks that were over $100,000. Right?
Customers are more important. Yeah.
Customers for shirts are more important. You guys are all important, so either way. But his first thing, he always gets the shirts. Trista has some exciting news for you guys.
The raspberry syrup's back at Starbucks.
If you guys go and buy this, we should actually get some points for it from Starbucks. And Christian, I think, is getting ready to get up and go because he got so excited by hearing this news. My phone just cut off during this, but Christian has gotten all your orders out for T-shirts. And any merch you ordered, he's actively working on loading about 10 vehicles online. How many you got online?
4.
4 of the 10. That's good because there's another front and back page sheet that I ain't gave you yet. But Trista over here is super excited. What's Mike doing?
Mike's eating.
Mike's eating. Mike's eating
yeah.
on time.
Yeah.
Mike's will get a bite in so he can get some trucks sold.
Right. And I'm not sharing.
He's not sharing. He's not sharing. And we got Raymond coming back from a doctor's appointment. Lunchtime, guys. We'll be back at you shortly. All right. We got a storm coming from the north. You want to talk about a cluster right in the middle of moving everything around. Looks like we're about 20 minutes from a storm, so this might be the last part of the video today. But started reorganizing, and I should say Calvin and mainly AJ started reorganizing on their own the Squarebody room because it was absolutely out of control. We'll get them all put back away before the storm. That's why I rushed across the street, but he did a great job getting these things lined up and organized. We'll have to pause it 1 second and kill that music before we get copyright. Hang tight. All right, so actually over the last couple days, we don't have Davis Drives playing. We actually have Ken Diggett on Motor Trend playing currently, but we got the TVs up and going. We got Wi-Fi in here. That's what all these new cables are. We got all the cameras hooked up, the Wi-Fi hooked up on everything. Cameras in every single section, front, back, side to side, all around, inside here, which we had them, but we did not have internet access to them. So now we have Wi-Fi. When we go live, we'll be able to go live on Fridays like we promised and not be glitchy. We have some of the best network coverage now that we can have. At that showroom over there, at the office over there, all 3 sections here, and we also have it bridged to where it's going to go to the building over there. So spent an enormous amount of money that I did not want to spend, but we didn't have any choice. We just had to do it. And I think we have Fios, I believe. I'll get one of them to do a video about it when our tech guy's here, but really, really, really needed it. It's excellent. Now we can work in the podcast room, which for you guys that don't know, that's up there. We can also have the security top notch, which was good. It was already monitored by the police. Now it's monitored by the police and by the security company, so that's even better. And AJ did a good job. He got the square bodies lined up freaking nice. And look at this lineup of step sides. Video is probably not gonna do it any justice, but look at that. 70 body style, 74, 5, 6 body style, 80s body style. Pretty cool. And they are lookers for sure. Really neat to see that set of Mickeys there. If only we had not gotten rid of all those tires. They were a really good tire. Of course, you can't get it anymore. Stay tuned. Some stuff's coming back. But that was a great tire and a great option compared to the Bogger because it's definitely just as fat. I can hear AJ over there running the lifts up. So I'm going to finish this run through real quick, and I got to give them guys a hand. They also got the Coke trailer. That's for sale. We were going to tow that to Bloomsburg. That would have been amazing to have with drinks and stereo playing. We ran out of trailer space. And wait till you see what's coming back. Now, things are going to be a little spotty next week. I'm actually going to take a few moments to spend some time with the family, a few days of the week. So they'll be a little spotty for videos. We have got either 14 or 16 square bodies coming and at least a dozen other commercial trucks. So look forward to those guys. I don't know how much they'll bring you guys in between. I'll do my best to step in and knock some stuff out. But the brown square body is currently available. Brown step side, not square body. Blue, $49.9. Black, not priced yet. Be up probably in the next few days. $87. Beautiful truck, wood floor bed. The blue truck, not quite for sale yet either because we do have some changes in mind with a particular customer. Waiting on them to give a final A-OK one way or the other. But now they are kind of switching back and forth to this black one. So one of the two will be available. Brown Blazer, Auction Nightmare, Suburban, not for sale. For sale, couple things. We're sending some videos and pictures. 22,000 original mile, 87. Blazer's for sale, Suburban's for sale. Red and gray is for sale, and black is for sale. So I told him to put the stuff that's actually available in this building. Two-wheel drive Suburban, two-wheel drive Blazer. The stuff that you have seen that was outside is either customers' trucks that are purchased and paid for, or ones waiting on build process, or Brown Bear or Grimace that aren't for sale. So a little update on that. I think that's about it, guys. Trying to pack in as much as I can before this rain gets here. Oh, the wreckers, I went through those this morning, and we're going to definitely organize an area in section 3 dedicated to 10-door Grimace, Brown Bear. For when you guys do come by and travel, I do want to have them on site. That area is going to be currently designated for that until they move into their official new home, which I'll bring y'all some content about soon too. So, you got them in there, AJ? AJ's getting these things organized. Got the Ghostbuster car up top. Monte Carlo, basically brand new Challenger, Corvette, the Hemi powered 48, the LS powered Bel Air, and the Land Rover. And we will do a time lapse now that we will do a time lapse video now that these do work properly. Next time we change everything around, we'll get back here and we'll do a time lapse putting them up and down. Again, AJ is the main guy that uses them, but it is pretty cool to see them come up and down, the vehicles change and all that good stuff. So, Ben Pack, thanks for standing behind your product. Made us proud. Davis Drives, Richmond, Virginia, Davis Auto Sales, and Davis Off-Road. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. Be back at you guys tomorrow. Do it for Dad.